All right, just came under the track, getting up on the road right now in order to head to the Spur Castle, allegedly. I got my notes up. It's the Gastebakel Bergentine Dierstein. Holy fuck, that's a mouthful. It was built in the 13th century. Its exact date, build date, remains unknown, so it's going to be a little spooky and exciting. It traces its roots to the 13th century's first documented lord, Rupert von Dierstein, named himself after the site, and his family held briefly entangled in local squabbles like 1213 rent disputes. Ooh, rent disputes. So that's exciting. Around 2050, he installed some knights like Richard Gutland as the Castellan to oversee the forested domain, no village below. Just vast woods for hunting and defense. That's pretty interesting. In 1362 or 1380, I guess, it was pledged to the Archbishop Kuno von Falkenstein, and Dublin as the manager of Frankenstein Castle, who will receive before hinting at regional intrigue. So they sold it off. It was and then there was a truce 1918, I don't know, blah blah blah. The electors consolidated most of the shares at times. I don't know what the hell that means. The cultural high, ooh, here we go, came at 1521 when the owner, Christoph von Watchenhelm Hunten, here sparkled intellectual fires amid the Reformation. Okay, but glory crumbled during the 30 Years' War when Swedish troops razed it. And it fell into ruin. By the 18th century, some counts claimed it as landscaping hills, a romantic garden. Revival hit mid-19th century. The railway engineer bought it, and now it's just the ruins. So cool. It's actually got a lot of history. I mean, the 1300s. I mean, this thing has been around for 700 years. That's crazy. And, you know, a lot of things here in Germany have some history with castles being built and destroyed during the 30 Years' War. And as well as that other war, which, you know, we don't want to talk about too. But, you know, once again, it comes back to a theme I realize while it's here in Germany is, can we just avoid all this war bullshit? I mean, many, like, especially during World War II, many of their cities were just decimated. Thousands of years, oh, maybe not thousands, well, hundreds, maybe up to 1,000 years was just lost. So that's a lesson. Let's not do this war bullshit anymore. Come on, can we? Can we all just agree that that's not kosher anymore? So anyway, I gotta find the right road to take. Now head up, and if anything of points of interest between here and there come up, I will film it. If not, we'll see you at the trailhead. How old do you think that stuff is? Just amazing how old the stuff is around here. That's cool. And look what we have here, some goats. Let's see if we can feed them. I got some grass. Here, look at him, he's scratching himself. We got some donkeys over there, ducks. A little cute thing. Look here. It's the good stuff. Bye, goats. Hi, ducks. All right, looks like we're at the trailhead or road or whatever. I can't speak German. I don't know what that says. Maybe I'll translate it and put it up there, but shit, doesn't matter now. But I think that means, you know, we're good. We're all good. But this is a cool little spot. What do we got over here? Looks like some kind of family graveyard, which is nice. Let's check this bad boy out. It's private, I know what that means. So anyway, we will stay out just regardless to show respect, but look at that. Nice. I believe we gotta go. Yes. That way. Heading on up. Look at that. Found me a walking stick. I think I'm gonna borrow it for the duration of this trip. Why not? Ooh. What is this? Oh, wow. I have no idea the purpose of this thing. Beautiful moss. What the hell? Wow. Oh, 500-year-old stairs. Wow, check this out. You see behind me the tower. Oh, that's cool. Here's the view. It's overlooking. Like I said, there was no village here according to the history, but it's defended these forests. And back then only nobles can hunt, so I mean, who was they defending it from? I guess us peasants who wanted to survive. So, you know, kind of a douchebag move, but I guess whatever, you know, to each their own. Who am I to judge people 800 years ago for doing stuff that, you know, people 800 years from now will judge us for doing? So a little lesson there. What are we doing today that will be judged in the future? And I tell you what, it's probably a lot. Think on that. But in the meantime, look at these beautiful stairs. This is a beautiful meadow. Look at that. There's a beetle. Hi, Mr. Beetle. Well, looks like I am heading nowhere. My feet are getting wet. And where I'm trying to go, the Boulder Bond, is completely opposite direction. So, looks like I'm heading right down this hill. Nope. Watch out for the beetle. Oh, tell you what, I am so glad I decided to grab this walking stick. All right, so that boulder looks like it's down along the road. So I don't think I want to go down, walk along the road. It's kind of lame since I haven't even seen the castle yet. So I was trying to save that for last. Well, right now is last. Fuck the boulder, which I'm assuming that's what it is. I don't speak German, but Boulderplatz. Platz kind of seems, and I'm just guessing, I didn't look this up, but it seems to mean some kind of place. Platz. And who cares? Maybe it's a place with a rock, but it's along that road. I have to head way down there. And I haven't even seen what I came here to see, the castle. So we're gonna go do that instead. And I believe it's this way. Rock on. Oh, look what we have here. It's just amazing to me how, like, clearly this was built with some sort of intention, but what was it? What was the person thinking, whether it's, 1300s when this was built, or later? Why? I don't know. I think my assumption is it's an outhouse of some kind. I don't know. It looks, or maybe it's a guard tower or something. But if you look over here a little bit further along, there's these stairs. I can't tell if I'm pointing at it or not through the screen, but those stairs there, like, what? What was the point of that? Did this wall, I mean, clearly it stopped right there. But did this wall go further up here? It doesn't seem like it. Questions, questions, questions. And my assumption is that, I mean, that the purpose of that particular spot was just lost to history. And it's amazing how places like this, they're just so, every little point of ground has so much history. And I imagine so as well in the US, but it's just not as prevalent. That's something I would highly recommend us, as people who live in the US, just get out here. Oh, tangent. It's a nice stick. Get out here and experience it. Every little rock, every little patch of land has deep-rooted history. And, if you can make the time, and I highly suggest you do, because making the time to do this is something you do for yourself. The world will always tell you, you don't have time for this, you don't have time for that. And of course, the world has its own agendas. The world wants you to be enslaved. The world wants you to work. The world wants you to make them money. But for what? For what reason? To enrich them, enrich their families, so they can come out here and do that? You know what? Fuck them, is what I say. And as I come through, you see another ancient intentional wall. Why was it here? I don't know. There's not even a path really here. I mean, I guess it leads, and maybe it's maybe. But look, it comes down to here, and I did walk over this on the way here, but I didn't notice this. This is literally a drainage bridge. And I'm walking in some kind of drainage tunnel. Wow. Once again, why was this built? What is its purpose? I mean, is this even like over the centuries? Is this a drainage? Or am I looking at the top of a deeper wall that has been filled in over the centuries with dirt and rubble? I don't know. Wow. Look at that spookiness. The mist and the radio tower. Looks like I found a little secret passageway. Ooh, this leads to a nice view, I know it. Wow, okay. So I'm assuming this was part of the castle at one time. Huh. Or maybe part of a lookout. I mean, that's natural. That's clearly not. Well, let's go see what they're looking out for. No fucking way. Amazing views, that's what they're looking out for. Look at that. I can't tell what that crest says or what it was made for, or what the purpose of it is, but I'm assuming it represented the family or the lord or baron or whatever asshole owned this castle, but pretty neat. Wow. One of the lookout towers. No way. Huh. We are in. Wow, just look at that. I mean, I don't know if this is the main of the structure, but it's pretty fucking cool if you ask me. It doesn't seem like a very large castle, but I mean, still badass nonetheless. Wow. No way. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna be naughty. Wow. So much of this damage, from what I read, and I told you earlier, happened during the 30 Years' War. It's kind of crazy. I mean, imagine a lot of the wood rotted away since then, but still, look at these. I don't know how effective that shoot hole is. That one is, but wow. You can even see, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but over there, there's even steps. I've all grown over and forgotten about. Well, this looks like about as good a place as any to have lunch. Wouldn't you think? So glad I made the journey here. Just a small detour, but it's a huge it's a huge increase in the quality of this trip. Man, beautiful. So, what's for lunch? Got 2 apples collected from a hotel, 2 pieces of bread I bought at the Little, of course, water that I've been carrying around the water bottle for a week, and I just fill it up. Why spend all that money when I can eat all this goodness for cheap? You know, that lunchtime at the castle, doing my guard duty over the pass, eating bread, just like a true medieval soldier. But I got guns. Oh, yeah. All right, lunch completed. It's time to head down there. Looks like some more misty fog has rolled in, and we're gonna hit the next portion of our adventure. Thank you, walking stick. You have served me well. Ooh, we got some mullein. We'll harvest that. Give it a few days. It'll be ready to be thrown into tea. When? Goodbye, goats. Goodbye, ducks. Oh, I love you too, whoever said I love you. Bye. Bye.